Hello my people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte B, and you're watching Trending Stories SA. We are still deep in the Gogo Manzini saga. And believe me, what I'm about to tell you in part 5 will leave you speechless. Let's fast forward to May. The backlog of payments was still happening. Gogo Manzini hadn't paid anyone. Then, out of nowhere, she sends us a voice note in the group chat. She says everyone will be paid back by the 31st of May. But here's the catch. She says we won't get the promised interest. She claimed her investment money was stuck, so she'd be paying us from her own pocket, just the amounts we deposited, with no 50% profit. So if you had invested 5,000 Rand, she said you'd only get 5,000 Rand back, not 7,500 Rand. And at that point most of us were so fed up, we agreed. Fine, we just wanted our money back. Then she started talking about big dreams, opening offices in Santon, launching a funeral policy business, getting underwriters involved, and inviting us to be part of it. It was a lot. And then, she took another international trip. She went to Tanzania. This was the same time she was telling us she didn't have money to pay us. Meanwhile, she was borrowing money from people to go on this trip. Some were giving her 5,000 Rand here, 10,000 Rand there, saying it was for petrol, accommodation, spiritual offerings. While there, she posted YouTube videos, not group updates. She spoke a lot about ancestors, saying your success could disappear overnight. She also said she had enemies, people threatening to expose her. And then she dropped a bombshell. She was in Tanzania to get a ghost for protection. Yes, she said if you ever tried to harm her or expose her, the ghost would visit your house and unalive you. Just like that. She got into a car accident while there. She showed us a terrible bruise on her leg and said something was after her. Whether it was from the accident or a spiritual attack, she didn't know. After returning to South Africa just a week before May 31st, she sent another voice note, and this one shocked everyone. She now said she wasn't going to pay people she didn't owe. She gave an example of someone who had invested multiple times, claiming that person had already made enough money and therefore didn't qualify to get more. She then asked us to inbox her personally so she could calculate who owed her and who she owed. That's when we realized this woman was planning not to pay any of us. She was flipping the whole narrative. She made it sound like we were the ones who were wrong for demanding our money, like we were ungrateful. Meanwhile, she was out there buying houses, going on trips, and telling us to be patient. Then came another voice note, a few days later. This time, she sounded different, tired, defeated, almost like she had been crying. She apologized for speaking harshly, said she was overwhelmed, asked us to just give her more time, she'd work and slowly pay us back. For a second, I almost felt sorry for her, but then I remembered how she treated the rest of us, the low-level investors she ignored, manipulated and dismissed. And then, just 2 or 3 days later, the news broke. Gogo Manzini was dead. We were in shock. The story was that she had a shortness of breath while in bed. Her team tried to rush her to the hospital, but the car ran out of petrol on the way. So they had to wait for the paramedics. Apparently, the paramedics only arrived 3 to 4 hours later and declared her dead in the car. That's the official story we were told. But here's the thing, we don't believe it. The only person confirming this story was the admin lady, her right-hand woman in the investment group. She worked with Gogo. She had everything to gain from the story sounding believable. People started demanding proof, a death certificate, a funeral announcement. Some even offered to drive to Gogo's farm to see if she was really gone. We were suspicious from day one. We messaged her husband, Brian. And let me tell you, he was rude. He told us straight, "You dealt with Manzini, not with me. I know nothing, I owe you nothing." That's when we knew something was off. It felt like a script, like they had planned her exit. That night, the group was buzzing, no one slept, people had lost hundreds of thousands, some even millions, gone. And just like that, she vanished. Even today many of us believe she faked her death, that it was part of the plan, the car with no petrol, the missing death certificate, the unbothered husband, too many things don't add up. But don't worry my people. In part 6 I'll tell you exactly why we think she's still alive, and what happened in the aftermath of her death. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm Charlotte B, and this is Trending Stories SA.